So an Australian Twitch streamer named Nessie was playing Arc Raiders when he ran into another streamer called Peach. Nessie decided to deploy the oldest trick in the book, pretending his friend was stuck and needed help.
This is like really weird, but my friend is like completely stuck and I want someone to knock him so I can like res him.
Why does this feel like a scheme?
When Peach entered the room to help, Nessie barricaded the door and introduced her to his grenade collection.
Hey.
Now, was this the nicest thing you can do in the game? No, but it is part of the game. In fact, it's an intended feature and mechanic of Arc Raiders, as mentioned on their website and even on their Steam page. It's not a bug or an exploit, it's a feature. If you're not familiar with Arc Raiders, it's an extraction shooter developed by Embark Studios featuring proximity chat. That means you can talk to nearby players, creating opportunities for cooperation or elaborate schemes for betrayal. Before I continue, do not harass anyone mentioned in this video. So most people would probably just move on after getting outplayed, maybe curse at the screen, and then queue up for another match. Peach decided to be a reasonable adult and went to Nessie's Steam profile to leave this message. She also reported him in-game for scamming and lying in an extraction shooter. This is the equivalent of reporting someone in Monopoly for buying a property you wanted. When Nessie found out about the Steam comment, he went to Peach's Twitch chat to say GG. These are all the messages he sent. Hey, GG from before. No, I was the one with the stuck friend. What did I do to be called an asshole? It is just a game. Chill, trying to lock in with Uni. Peach responded by calling him an asshole.
So you're the asshole from before. Right. Now, did you like the comment I left on the profile?
She also accused him of flexing his Twitch partner badge.
So now she sees Nessie's partner badge and immediately goes into detective mode.
When was the last time you even streamed, bro? Let's have a look. I don't give a f that you've got a partner badge.
Theb, who covered this situation in his video, pointed out that Nessie never actually mentioned his badge.
Nessie did not once mention his partner badge, and she's acting like he's come into chat, bragging about it.
Peach brought it up multiple times, completely unprompted.
Yeah, you're the one that was trying to flex his partner badge on Twitch.
Then she said this.
Trying to look in with Uni? I wonder if you're like being a shitlord over there too. I wonder if like people are safe being around you.
She suggested he might be a real-life threat to people around him because he killed her in a video game designed around killing other players. Then she banned him from her chat. Truly a proportional response. About 2 days later, Nessie ran into Peach again, completely by chance, and killed her a second time.
I think I ran into you the other day.
Oh, you're the little cunt from the other night.
Nessie later explained that Oceania servers have a small player population, so running into the same people repeatedly is extremely common. It's statistically inevitable.
You know, if you're not from OC, you might just not get it, but our servers are smaller. You're always running into the same people with the same usernames. If Peach and I are playing the game at the same time for a few days in a row, it's almost guaranteed that I'm going to be in the same server as her on one of those times.
Is killing the same person twice in 2 days an annoying move? Absolutely. Was this harassment? No, it's not. It's still completely within the rules of the game. When Peach realized it was him, she went off on stream.
You've been reported for harassment on multiple levels by multiple people and towards CFBs too. People know exactly who you are and what piece of shit you are for harassment for what you did. I don't care who the fuck you think you are, but you're done.
So in this clip, she essentially admitted to organizing mass reports against him across multiple platforms, including games he wasn't even playing with her. She also admitted to stalking his social media accounts to find things to report him for. Interesting behavior from someone accusing another person of harassment. A few days later, a community manager from Embark named Embark Awesome happened to be in Peach's Twitch chat. When Peach noticed this, her entire demeanor changed.
I'm being harassed by someone who plays this game, is a streamer, and yeah, it's a It's a whole thing, and I was gonna ask.
She went from aggressive and confrontational to soft-spoken and distressed, asking for help with harassment. Theb called this behavior extremely manipulative, noting that if you only watched this portion of the stream, you would believe her completely.
As soon as someone with authority is in her chat, she acts very upset and distressed, which is vastly different from the last time she actually saw Nessie in game. If this part of the VOD was the only context I had for the entire situation, I'd believe her. This is just an example of an extremely manipulative person abusing the kind-hearted people around them to get what she wants.
Shortly after, Nessie received a 30-day ban from ARC raiders for violating the code of conduct. Here's an interesting fact. Embark's player reporting FAQ states that all reports are reviewed and verified before any action is taken, and that it's not possible to be banned simply because of mass reporting. And yet, here we are. Nessie uploaded a YouTube video titled Streamer Mass Reports Me After Being Trolled in Arc Raiders, documenting the entire situation with video evidence. He also reached out directly to the community manager with a complete timeline showing that he didn't actually do anything wrong. The community manager agreed to lift the ban, but on the condition that Nessie avoid all future contact with Peach. Nessie agreed, even saying he would leave the match or run away if he somehow recognized her in-game. So to be clear, he was banned for playing the game normally, then the ban was lifted because he didn't break any rules, but he now essentially has to operate under an informal restraining order within a video game. You'd think that would be the end of it, but no. After Nessie's video started getting attention, Peach issued a copyright strike against it. The video was fully edited with Nessie's own gameplay footage and used clips from Peach's stream only for context and commentary. This is textbook fair use. The strike was false. The copyright system operates on something similar to a guilty until proven innocent model, where the video gets removed immediately and you have to fight to get it back. Here's where YouTube's system becomes genuinely concerning. To file a counterclaim against the copyright strike, YouTube requires you to provide your full legal name, home address, and phone number.
I had to give Peach directly my full legal name, my street address, my city, and my phone number and my email. She got all of that just to fight the copyright claim, where all she had to provide was her email address, her publicly accessible email address that's like linked to her Twitch.
And YouTube is apparently required to share all of that information with the person who filed the original claim. Theb explained how this system essentially allowed Peach to legally obtain Nessie's private residential information.
So the standard procedure is you have to give them all of your information, so if they want to sue you, like actually take you to court, they can. But obviously that never happens most of the time, so now Nessie's just got a video down for 2 weeks because someone didn't like it.
As Dolan sarcastically said in his video, what a great system. And despite the strike being clearly false, the video is still down as of this recording. Peach then posted on Twitter that she had reported Nessie to the Australian E-Safety Commissioner and claimed she was filing a police report. Nessie pointed out that his video actually included a disclaimer specifically telling viewers not to harass anyone involved. But I guess that's the thing about the internet. You can tell your audience not to harass anyone, and they're going to do whatever they want because of free will. Content creators don't have a remote control for their audience. It reminds me of the Marvel Rival situation not too long ago, where Kingsman explicitly told his viewers not to harass his teammates, and they got absolutely blasted anyway. It's just the natural order of things. Peach also posted this: how I love being a woman on the internet. Theb pointed out that filing police reports and e-safety complaints over being killed in a video game is a waste of public resources that exist for actual victims of serious cases.
And you think that those resources should be used over this? Like, what are you doing? What an offensive statement to people who have actually had to deal with harassers.
Of course, all of this attention had the exact opposite effect of what Peach presumably wanted. Instead of suppressing the story, the copyright strike and legal threats made everything go big. This phenomenon is called the Streisand effect, named after Barbara Streisand, who sued a photographer for taking a picture of her house, thereby ensuring millions of people saw the picture of her house that nobody would have otherwise guys noticed. Credit to theb for documenting this whole timeline, and Dolan Darkest for covering the situation. I first found out about it from Dolan's video. At the end of the day, this is a video game. Being killed by someone, even twice, is not harassment, it's just part of the game. And honestly, if Peach had just rolled with it, this could have been great content for her channel. She could have turned Nessie into her nemesis, a recurring villain in her Arc Raider streams. The revenge arc practically writes itself. Today We Hunt for Nessie is a much better stream title than Today I'm Filing a Police Report. Instead, we got copyright strikes and a situation that made everything worse than it needed to be. Anyway, that's the Arc Raider situation. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you around.